Going on, everybody out there in YouTube land, everybody out there in the VC? Life, man, it's a funny thing. One day we're here, the next day we're gone, and it's been a rough, as everybody I'm sure already knows, 2016 here. Been losing a lot of great artists. I mean, lost already recently Prince, of course, David Bowie, Merle Haggard, Lemmy. I believe lost a member from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. We lost a couple other artists too. I'm forgetting to mention, but yeah, it's been a tough year, especially for some of us who grew up on some of these artists, and them passing and leaving. It sucks, especially like I said, thus I really appreciated the work and what they did. So what I was doing, I've been actually going back and appreciating some artists that are getting up there in years and might not be around that much longer. And it's actually what I'm going to do today is I'm going to focus on, again, I'm going to do just one artist here, much like I did with Nick Cave, Mutilation, what have you. And this is, again, one of my favorite artists who I want to focus on here and just appreciate him, man. I mean, he's been doing it for a real long time. And I just love his work, just everything about it. I just think it's just an awesome artist, and I don't want to wait, till one day I hear he passes, and then it's like, oh, well, let me go back and appreciate this man and go through his discography and appreciate the artist for what he was. So I'm going to get him out there. Hopefully, I'm sure some of you will be familiar with the artist, but for those of you who are not, check him out, man. You might enjoy it. Might not be something you listen to all the time. Might be something you might check out, not grab you right away. Might be something you have to come back and give a couple listens to really get into it or appreciate it. But let's just jump into it here. I'm going to make this a two-part video because I actually have a good bit here. I don't want this to be, a real long video. So I'm just going to do half. And then, like I said, continue it and do another half. So any of you guys want to watch the first half, then, go back and watch the second half if you wish. So let's just jump into it here, and I'm talking about Tom Waits. Tom Waits, of course, American singer, songwriter, producer, actor. I mean, you name it, he did it. Countless styles throughout all of his albums, everything from jazz to, some rock, experimental music, industrial, had some country in there sometimes, beatboxing. I mean, this man has had a vast career and has like some killer albums. This was the one that kicked it off. This is Closing Time. It goes to the back. This is basically just your singer-songwriter on this particular album, especially his earlier work. He really didn't get into his voice or his real experimental sound at this point. This is basically like your run-of-the-mill inside here lyrics. I'm not going to show the vinyl. It's just all on standard black. Nothing real special about the labeling. But yeah, like I said, it's just your basic, like lounge singer-songwriter type shit. Elton John, Billy Joel, right around in that. Interesting thing about this is the song Old 55, which a lot of people know mainly from the Eagles, was actually a Tom Waits track. They put it out there to artists to try to get people to cover songs from this album, and the Eagles were one of the ones that came along and said, hey, this song Old 55, we like it, we're gonna cover it. And they was hoping it'd help get Tom Waits' name out there. Fortunately, it didn't do too much for Tom, but it blew up pretty good for the Eagles there. So alright, moving on here. Next in Tom Waits, we got two copies of this. This is Tom Waits, The Heart of Saturday Night. One's just a more newer version, one's an older version. Again, stays on that singer-songwriter, lounge accent and shit, if you will. Just still killer songs, front and back. Nothing special about this lyric sheet. There you go. Yeah, it's great songs over this, great album. So any of you guys are interested, again, I'll put links below for all of these albums. You guys dive in at your own discretion if you want to check any of it out. Great cover art on this particular album too. Just love the cover of that album. Tom Waits, The Hardest Saturday Night. Alright, moving on. We got Tom Waits. Again, got 2 copies of this. Nighthawks at the Diner. This is, if you will, like a live album, even though it's not really a live album in the aspect, you know, being recorded in at a bar or whatever have you, arena. This is like it was a manufactured live album, if I remember correctly. It was done in a studio. Still really good though. Still has, you know, of course, that live vibe to it. It goes to back. This is a gatefold. Lyrics on the inside. Again, great songs over this. What I really enjoy about this actually is the atmosphere of this album, because in between songs he does like a lot of skits, like comedy type skits too in between that are pretty funny. And one thing about Tom Waits, the man is quick. He has a quick wit and a real nice sense of humor that I enjoy. So again, check that out if you're interested. Again, Tom Waits, Nighthawks at the Diner. It's a nice little, if you will, live album. Alright, moving on. We got Tom Waits, Blue Valentine. Blue Valentine. Goes to front. Goes to back. Great songs over this album, man. Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis is a great song. Romeo is Bleeding. Let's see. A Sweet Little Bullet from a Pretty Blue Gun. Just a great album. Is this a gatefold? Yes, it is. Gatefold. Nothing special inside here. So yeah, if you guys want to check this out, again, good album. Tom Waits, Blue Valentine. Alright, on to the next. Alright, Tom Waits, Heart Attack and Vine. Killer album here. Great album. Goes to front. Goes to back. Again, it's still, all of his early work still pretty much staying on, you know, just basic singer-songwriter type stuff. Heart Attack and Vine. Again, great song. Jersey Girl, which is probably the biggest hit off this, I'd say. On a Nickel. Again, great song. Anything in here special? No. So, anyways, guys, want to give this one a listen? Tom Waits, Heart Attack and Vine. Alright, moving on. We got next the original motion picture soundtrack of Francis Coppola's movie One from the Heart, featuring Tom Waits and Crystal Gayle. Here we go. Couple duets on here, a couple songs that Tom Waits does by himself on here. There's a couple standout tracks on here. The one in particular that I really love is Where You At? Where You At? There it goes. Broken Bicycles. Just a great ballad, sad song, man, but really good. Nothing special on the inside. So if you do want to check out one particular song off this album, I recommend Broken Bicycles. Said great song. Sad, but good ballad. Alright, moving on. This one here, I'm pretty sure is a bootleg. And if I find this, I was actually pretty pumped, so glad I got it. This is Tom Waits, live from Austin, Romeo Bleeding. Front and back. This is actually, like I said, from a live show recorded December 5th, 1978 in Austin, Texas. Excuse me, pretty much just songs from you know, previous albums I just showed here, but they actually do a nice little thing, Silent Night, you know, Silent Night from Christmas, that goes into the song Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis. That's pretty good. But yeah, this is a good album. Glad to find this. Tom Waits, Romeo Bleeding, live from Austin. Again, I've seen this on YouTube already, the actual show that this is recorded on, so I'll put the link to that below. Anyone want to actually see like the show that this is from. It's a good show. Okay, moving on to probably my favorite Tom Waits album. I mean, I got so many of them, but this is near the damn top, if not the top one. This is the album that I really got into Tom Waits heavily on, and I still come back to this album constantly. This is Small Change by Tom Waits. Again, I got 2 copies of this one. One's a more newer copy, one's an older copy. Goes to the front. As you can see, the little stripper, if you will, with the pasties on. That's Elvira, you know, from the, of course, famed, you know, 80s little horror shows and movies she used to do and stuff. There goes the back. Awesome picture there of Tom Waits. Inside here, lyrics. Yeah, just everything about this album I love. This album has like a nice little jazz vibe to it, which I really, really dig. Just well-crafted songs, and the flow on this album, from start to finish, is just really, really good. It's just, I love it. Everything from, like I said, kicks off from Tom Tribert's Blues to Step Right Up. Step Right Up, that's actually a pretty cool song. He's like he's a salesman, and he's like trying to pitch you products, but it's like he's doing it in like scat style. Vocals is pretty awesome. The Piano Has Been Drinking, Not Me Again, classic song where he's acting like, you know, he's drunk and he's mispronouncing the words as he's singing them, saying them like backwards and shit, but the whole time he's playing the piano, he's making it sound like it's like hiccuping and shit while he's playing it. It's just it's a cool ass jam, dude. I love that song. B-side, Invitation to the Blues, great fucking song. Bad Liver and a Broken Heart, great fucking song. Small Change, got rained on by his own 38. Great fucking song, great story to that fucking song. And then the closer on this album, fucking awesome too. I can't wait to get off work to see my baby. It's just a start to finish, man. Just a great fucking album by this dude. Like I said, probably my personal favorite. Tom Waits, Small Change. Alright. Now, I'm missing from his discography here a couple albums. I think 3. I still got to get Black Rider, Foreign Affairs, and I think the Big Show, I believe it's called, or I believe it's called The Big Show. But yeah, those are the 3 I still got to get on vinyl, that is. But let's keep moving on. And we have here, this is the Early Years, Volume 1, Tom Waits. Basically, you know, it's just that, a compilation, you know, some of his earlier fucking work. Like little, you know, greatest hits, if you will, some of his earlier shit. Is this anything on the inside of this now? This actually has cool labeling, so I'll show this one. Tom Waits on there. Alright. Then moving on, this is the last one for this half, if you will. This is Tom Waits, The Early Years, Volume 2. Here we go. Again, it's like stuff from his first couple albums there that I just showed. He has a lot of material, a lot of great songs, so I can understand why it got put into 2. Front and back. Again, nothing special really about this. Again, labeling. Little picture of Tom on there again. So there we go. Tom Waits, The Early Years, Volume 2. So that's going to do it for this edition, this half of my Tom Waits. The second half here, I'm going to jump into where, if you will, Tom Waits starts developing that sound, the vocals, you know, everything from the instrumentation to everything, how he starts getting, you know, more involved with that crazier sound that he, I guess, got so popular with, I guess would be the best way to say it. So, yeah, man, like I said, that's his earlier shit. Awesome shit. For you guys that might not have jumped into Tom or heard of Tom Waits before, maybe this might not be the best place to start. Actually, what's coming up next might be something you might, you know, gravitate towards more, that maybe want to work your way back. But those of you that already know and heard of Tom Waits and listen to Tom Waits, I'm sure you already know a lot of the shit I've shown. Like, fuck yeah, you know, it's awesome shit there. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this half, guys. So, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you want to come back, you know, see the other half of the Tom Waits collection here. So, that's going to do it, guys. So, thanks for checking me out for this half here, and see you again. Rock on.